Hi, my name is Ravi. Today I am going to bring you an interesting diagnosis on throttle actuator controller. This is Suzuki Wagon-R MH55 2015 0.6 liter small car. Customer complained he got an intermittent no throttle response situation while driving over 2500 rpm. Not every time, but when driving highway and keep steady rpm over 2500. It happens few times. Few shops have tried to diagnose and somebody has swapped the non-good throttle body to check as it throw a P2101 fault code for throttle actuator control. But the problem is still exists. So, I was lucky here that I was able to duplicate the fault by snapping throttle and keep it couple of minutes steady over 2500 rpm. So let's see how we diagnose it. First check the scan data and DTCs. There were several DTCs for several systems, but here we shooted P2101 trouble code regarding this problem. Before I start the diagnosis, we should have a good idea about how entire throttle actuator controller system work. This is a drive-by-wire system, so here is the basic diagram for the e-throttle actuation system. When push the accelerator pedal, APP sensor capture its position and send the input data into the ECM. And then throttle actuator controller drivers in the ECM send power and ground to the throttle motor as a duty circle to activate the motor to open and close throttle plate as required. In this system, PCM switch power and ground to reverse polarity method to open or close the throttle by controlling the throttle actuator motor. So when we have P2101 fault code, we have to troubleshoot all input and outputs to find the exact component which make this trouble. In this case, scan data is very important. So mainly we observe all the data bits that relevant to combustion process to make sure that no any faulty situation on them. And then closely observe data on APP sensors and TPS at both normal running condition and under the trouble. Longer and longer observed that accelerator pedal position sensors data were quite okay, which indicate no problem at all on them. But here you can see on these graphs that target throttle position and actual throttle positions are different each other. Because when the problem occurred, it didn't respond to accelerator pedal and start to RPM fluctuation. According to the RPM fluctuation, these TPS data are correct. On the other hand, TPS data is output of the throttle motor behaviors. So TPS not a matter on this problem. Scan data is not enough to troubleshoot this problem. So we decided to do the waveform analyzing of the throttle actuator motor. To monitor throttle control motor behaviors, we captured the waveform that how PCM control the throttle motor. For that, we used a lab scope and set 2 channels and back probe 2 pins of the throttle motor control. Here is the waveform and I will show you how we could analyze it to find the fault. Here you can see green trace and yellow trace indicate those 2 channels and both are stay at battery voltage as shown here. Also you can see here that green trace pull the ground as a duty circle. At this time push the gas pedal and was in high RPM over 3000. After acceleration here in this area had a bit of deceleration and then quickly signal has changed. Yellow trace pull the ground and green trace stay at battery voltage. That is the reverse polarity switching method I explained above. So you can see bit weird signal pattern from here other than we showed before. That is where the throttle not responding problem occurred. To analyze throttle motor control signal waveform, best way is put a match channel. So we can put a match channel on this waveform as channel 1 minus channel 2. Here you can see this red trace for the match channel. Let's zoom in the waveform for better view. You can see clearly duty circles change according to acceleration and deceleration. But from here you can see weird pattern on the duty circle where the problem occurred. This is definitely bad throttle actuation. Let's closely look into this bad looking area of the waveform. Okay, here is the very first occasion that bad throttle actuation problem occurred. It looks like sudden unwanted polarity change. Normally before this sudden polarity change occurred, yellow trace, pull, ground and deceleration going on. Let's look when switching between acceleration and deceleration, how was the polarity change at the normal operation. Here you can see a polarity change and how it has happened smoothly. Here again you can see how smooth it has happened. But in here it looks like unwanted sudden polarity change may confuse the ECM tach drivers. ECM tach drivers try to recover and establish its operation, but the sudden polarity change occur again and again. You can clearly see it on the match channel. When the sudden polarity change occur, you can see single pulse going to upward here on this match channel, and then ECM try to recover. But all along the way you can see this sudden polarity change. I am pretty sure this is bad ECM tach drivers. Because of if bad APP sensor input cause for this error, it should follow APP sensor's input. But here you can see APP sensor's data are steady as accelerator pedal push and hold while this problem occurred. No any fluctuation on APP sensor's data. Next, it could happen if bad throttle motor like shorted or open circuit, but no evidence for bad throttle motor. I checked resistance on the throttle motor was good, and this problem only occur intermittently and over 2500 rpm. If open or shorted throttle motor, it should happen at always other than specific occasion. On the other hand, as I mentioned earlier, from other shop has swapped non-good throttle body and problem still exists. Last thing we can suspect if bad ECM power or ground supply could cause for this matter. I checked ECM power and ground supplies, all are okay. So, I am confident enough that this is bad ECM. Finally, we found junkyard ECM for this car. Reprogram it and swap the ECM. No more throttle not responding problem. It was a successful case study. Sorry that I was unable to show you all the information in this video as I did not filmed everything. But in YouTube, not so much throttle control related case studies. Therefore, I decided it to bring you even under least video information. Hope this video will help you. Thank you for watching.